we pick up habits as we grow and as we move from place to place, just to adapt to the lifestyle of where we are now. And currently, living in Germany, I have picked up a few. As a Nigerian, recycling is not in my nature. I mean, who likes that kind of stress, it doesn't come to me naturally. However, living in a country like Germany, where recycling, living sustainably and all of that is a really big thing, I am now forced to have to adapt accordingly, and begin to make sure that I separate my waste properly and put things in the right place, send glass to where the glass needs to be, throw them where they're supposed to be thrown, throw batteries where they're supposed to be thrown, and don't mix up the waste and all. So it's easier for those who are recycling the waste eventually to be able to recycle them without as much stress. Unlike back home, we just lump all our waste together. Everything just goes and they'll throw it away. I don't even know where they even throw these things away. We don't even care really. But here, we're forced to do so. I have to because I don't have money to come and start paying for fine, So I have to behave myself. Secondly, are house shoes. Now, house shoes are very, very, very common in German household. Now, I think I understand the idea or the logic behind house shoes, because I mean, most of the floors are cold, so it makes sense that you're wearing house shoes at least so you don't feel cold through your legs. At least that's what I think. However, most floors these days now are already heated. The floors are heated up and all, so maybe that logic does not work entirely. But this is my simple mind thinking that that's the reason behind house shoes. Regardless of the floor heating that might be in some apartments, house shoes are a big thing in German homes, and I've somehow adapted that. I now put on house shoes everywhere. In fact, when I move around, if for example I step down from the bed and I just walk a bit and I realize, I'm walking barefooted, I come back and I put on house shoes. Unlike back home, where walking around the house barefooted is common practice. As a matter of fact, people don't even want you to walk around their house with shoes or slippers or whatever, because they don't want you taking dirt from place to place in the house. Walk around the house barefooted because your legs most likely are clean and you can walk around and not move dirt about. At least that's what my parents. That was our own reason for walking around the house barefooted, But here, it is common practice to have house shoes. Now, because Germany wants to kill me with mails, with posts, I have to make sure that I'm always checking my mailbox, because sometimes when I receive mails in your mailbox that you need to attend to urgently. So if you don't check your mails regularly, you might not attend to them on time. So it makes sense every time you check your mail as often as possible so that you are up to date on whatever is happening. You might just get a mail that says you need to do something tomorrow morning or something. Nobody will do that. Nobody will tell you to do something tomorrow morning, but you get my gist. So now, unconsciously, once I step out of the house and I come back in, I just go to the mailbox to check, do I have a mail? And then I go up to this. I don't know why that is now. It now happens like reflex, I don't even think about it anymore. I just check my mail and then I go, even when I know that I checked it in the morning and it was empty, when I come back in the afternoon or in the evening or whenever, I still check it again. This has become second nature to me. Welcome to Germany, the land of posts, of post mails, and filling your house with lots of papers. Oh my God. So the weather in Germany is very, very unpredictable. Like, it can be raining this moment and sunny the next moment. So you cannot even bank on, say, you're looking through the window to say, it will soon rain. It may not soon rain, or it's sunny outside. Check your weather app. So now I have to make sure I check my weather app once I'm about going out. This is going to inform what I wear, and if I need any accessories like, say, umbrellas or a raincoat or something. Living in Germany, you cannot survive without the weather app to be sure, okay, from so time and so time that I'm going to be out of the house, this is what the weather is going to be like. So for me, every morning before I leave for the office, I check what the weather is going to be like throughout the day, especially if I know that probably I have to go somewhere between work or I have to go somewhere, whatever. It informs how I dress, it informs what I go out with. So my new habit, checking the weather app every day that I have to go out. It's stressful. It is tiring because sometimes you might just step out like this and you see everywhere is sound, everything is looking good, and you go out, you probably think, okay, it's summer, and you're dressed all really nice and fancy, and then you go out, and then you're just 30 minutes away, and then it just starts raining. You will blame yourself for it because you know you would have been ready if you had checked the weather app, you know. So yeah, that's something that I've learned or that I've gotten used to doing now that I didn't used to do before. In Nigeria, we don't need it. We know already that it's rainy season, rain go dey fall, so you need to carry umbrella if you dey waka or something. Or you know it's dry season, rain no go fall. Or if you look out, you say, be like say rain go fall today. You know? Or if you need to check, okay, do you need to wear sweater or something, don't put your hand outside. Say, let's say cold day today. In fact, you don't even need to even put your hand outside. You will feel it generally. Cold day today, we'll wear sweater. Something like that. But here, no, it's not the case. You will be shocked. Making and keeping appointments in Germany is a big deal. You make appointments for every single thing, even to meet your friends. You have to call and say, okay, we're going to be seeing so and so day, so and so time, so and so place, you know, so that you don't take people unaware. So you cannot just wake up and just go to someone's house and just show up just like that. No, no, you don't do that. You make appointments, and the person needs to know that you're coming, you know, so the person is ready for you, something like that. So this is now something that I've learned to do. I don't just show up in people's houses just like that, out of the blues. No, beyond that, you have to make sure that when you're making appointments that you have a reminder to remind you of the reminder for your appointment so that you don't forget it or so that you don't mix them up with other appointments. It's important to have these things recorded in your Google Calendar or something, or if it's a physical calendar that you have, you can have it written down so that you don't mix up appointments. People lose their minds when appointments are mixed up somehow or whatever, or you don't attend you don't meet the appointment or something. It is really annoying. Now, before now, my Nigerian mind, if someone does not make an appointment, I can forgive the person for one thing, and the person can say, sorry, no, I couldn't come, you know, something like that. But now, I cannot understand it anymore. Like, when someone says, when someone cancels an appointment, like, really close to when the appointment is supposed to be. So, for example, if someone cancels an appointment 5 minutes to the appointment, I'm like, why? Why? That's just rude. Why will you do that? Now, this is not something that should be only peculiar to living in Germany. I believe it's something that every sane person should be doing. Even though I didn't used to do this before now, I should be punished greatly for that. But yeah, this is something I've taken much more seriously now. Making appointments, putting reminders for the appointments, and making sure that I'm available at the appointment on time. German time. Now, German time, being on time, means you are at least 5 minutes before the appointment. Anything later than 5 minutes, you're already late. You're already late. That doesn't happen. Like, people don't take that literally, of course. But when someone says German time, it just means that you are there. When someone says you are there on time as per German time, it means you're there at least 5 minutes before the appointment, so you can get settled, you know, and all of that before your appointment actually happens. Good habit to keep. The next thing is greetings like hello, tschüss, ciao ciao, schönes Wochenende, you know, things like that. Even the meanest person, when they tell you things like this, oh, you're leaving the office, ciao, or you finish from the cashier, tschüss, or schönes Wochenende, or whatever. Schönes Wochenende simply means have a beautiful weekend, something like that. Something like that. Or hello, or ciao, or Mahlzeit. So when you want to eat, probably in the office or wherever, and you guys are like in a group, Mahlzeit literally means meal time. Even though that greeting still doesn't make any sense to me. I know it's meal time. Why are you greeting me meal time? But yeah, or guten Appetit for when you are eating already or something. Now, what is my own before? Before, what is my own? What is my business? Like, I do my stuff and I move, or if the person is my guy or is my person, okay, now bye, we're gonna see now, or how far, you know, something like that. Yeah, everyone or every society have the way they greet people, they send greetings, general greetings to people generally. You don't necessarily have to know this person. You don't necessarily have to be familiar with them. Hello, choose. Ciao, ciao. All those things. It comes to me now naturally. Like, what's my concern? I'll say ciao, even if you know. Even if the person annoyed me when I went for the service, I'll still say choose. Anyhow, on that note, it is choose from me. Peace bow till I see you next time. Do have a fantastic day and subscribe to this channel, please. If you haven't, give this video a thumbs up. It helps me with the algorithm. And if you haven't clicked the notification bell, please do that so you get notified when new video drops. And I'll see you next time. Do have a fantastic day. Bye.